good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central women's basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel. Today, the Portage Central Mustangs take on the Loy Norrix Knights. I'm Owen Musialczyk here with Ben Sonday, and we'll be covering the thrilling action of this event for this evening. Ben, before we start, give us a quick rundown tonight.
Both teams come in tonight's game with an undefeated record, with the Mustangs sitting at 2-0 and Loy Norrix at 3-0. Portage Central started their season with a victory at Otsego, followed by a win versus Portage Northern at home last Thursday. On the other side, Loy Norrix has had an impressive start to their season as well, with wins over Hastings, Lansing Eastern, and Matawan. It should be a great game.
Sounds like it will be. We'll be right back after these starting lineups. And as we start this highly anticipated matchup, Loy Norrix is going to win the tip and start with the ball here. And the Mustangs are coming out in a 2-3 zone to start the game tonight. Let's see how the Lady Knights can respond to this. Lots of ball movement. Tipped, almost turned over there. And that's going to be out of bounds. Staying with the Lady Knights. They get the ball in, no issue. The Mustangs are going to stay into the zone. And a floater there blocked. Mustangs come down with the ball. King gives it to Wilkes. Wilkes to King. Stevenson inside to Griswold and gets that one ripped right out of her hands.
Good start defensively for both teams tonight.
And a deep three there. Almost banks in, not going to fall. Loy Norrix comes out with the ball and a floater. That one won't fall either. And a foul is going to be called on number 5, London Thompson, the senior. That's going to be the first foul of the night so far. 6:30 left in the first quarter. 0-0. Looking inside for Griswold again, finds her. And that's going to be out of bounds, staying with the Mustangs. Wilkes struggling to find someone, finds Griswold. Going to shoot it from the corner. A little short there as Griswold comes down with the rebound. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes to Stevenson, hesitated. The pass is going to be stolen. Wide open layup. And that will go for the Lady Knights, going up 2-0 here in the first quarter. And Stevenson struggling to hold on to the ball. That's another turnover for the Mustangs. And a good take there. Wants a foul, won't be called. Griswold comes down with it for the Mustangs. Wilkes finds Stevenson, gives it to Griswold, and that's going to fall for the Mustangs. Great ball movement there.
Pretty clear the Mustangs are looking to go inside to the freshman Olivia Griswold tonight. She's got a clear size advantage around pretty much everyone on the court right now, so we'll see if the Mustangs can effectively do that tonight.
The ball is tipped out of bounds as Stevenson is slow to get up. We'll be back after this short break. And a scary injury there from the Mustangs. Stevenson slow to get up. She's going to walk herself to the bench slowly but surely. Let's see if the Mustangs can bounce back and keep their head in the game, thinking of their teammate. Griswold finds Searles inside. Rolls in and out, grabs her own rebound, and that one will fall for her. Mustangs take the 2-point lead as the Lady Knights dribble it out of bounds off her own foot. Going to give the ball right back to the Mustangs there.
Sure, both teams would like to be handling the ball a little better at the start of this game so far, but Mustangs lead 4-2 right now. Not a bad start for either team right now.
Wilkes finds King. King to Searles. Searles to Tate. Tate Drake takes it herself. Good defense there. Tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with the Mustangs. Wilkes finds Searles inside, and she's going to go up strong and get the foul. Jordan Partee with the foul there. That's going to be her first personal second team foul, as the first free throw does not fall for Searles. The second one will go for her. 5-2 the Mustangs lead. And the Mustangs coming out in a press after that injury time out there. Seems to be working well as another turnover. Just a bad pass by Wilkes. Going to give it right back to Loy Norrix. Deep three. And that one's going to take a nice bounce in there to tie the game at 5. Griswold with the ball. Gives it to Tate. And that's going to be 3 seconds called on the Mustangs there underneath the basket. Definitely not the call you want with this steam under you.
Macy Searles with 3 early points for the Mustangs. She has 3 out of the 5 right now. Seems the Mustangs are trying to get it into the post pretty much every possession. We saw with Griswold, we saw with Searles. We'll see how they plan for the rest of the night.
And that press seemed to work again for the Mustangs. That's another turnover there. Travel called on the Lady Knights. Lots of screens happening underneath for the Mustangs. Thompson will not fall. And another turnover there. The Knights just look a little sped up here. Bumgarner with the ball, finds Tate. Good take there, and that's going to fall for her. The Mustangs doing a beautiful job of passing the ball around and getting the basket they want and not settling for something they don't. Here's that zone that the Mustangs have been showing the whole time. And Loy Norrix is going to score there. Nice floater. Ties the game at 7. Chloe Thompson with another floater. That one will not fall either for her. The Lady Knights come down with the ball. The Mustangs still in that zone. And a deep 2 off the front of the rim. The Mustangs come down with the ball. And that one slipped out of Tate's hands, giving the ball back to the Loy Norrix Lady Knights.
Portage Central came into this game only with 9 available players. They're down 1, so the Mustangs are down to just 8 players on the team right now available to play with Stevenson on the sideline. So fatigue might be an issue for the Mustangs tonight.
Almost another turnover there for the Mustangs, but a foul is going to be called instead. Number 20, Chloe Thompson. That's going to be her first personal and first team foul. The Mustangs doing a great job in this first quarter, staying out of foul trouble. And a steal there by Wilkes. Just took it right out of her hands. That was a great defensive play. Wilkes finds Thompson inside. That's going to be tipped. Out of bounds. Stay with the Mustangs. Wilkes finds Thompson, and that one's going to fall for her. Good trap by the Mustangs. Pins her right up against the line. That's a turnover right to Louie Wilkes. Let's see if she can finish it. It's not going to fall for her, but that's going to be a foul, sending her to the line for 2. Jordan Partey with the foul. That's going to be her second foul tonight.
Portage Central doing a good job moving the ball tonight. They've already got 4 players who've scored, moving the ball well, getting everybody involved. So they have a 3-point lead right now.
Wilkes hits both, grows the lead, and that's a steal by Wilkes right there. Ava Tate drives, gives it to Bumgarner. She's going to drive, gives it to Thompson. She hesitated, and they're going to get her for a travel there under the basket. Louis Wilkes playing with high energy right now. (11 to 7), the Mustangs lead by 4. Still showing that press hasn't been working well. That's going to roll out of bounds off White, they call it. Going to stay with Loy Norrix. Loy Norrix passing the ball around. Good hesitation. Jumper's just a little strong there. That won't fall. Putback won't fall. Searles saves it. Tate picks up the ball. Tries to find Thompson underneath. And that's going to be another foul there on Thompson. The Mustangs playing some fast-paced offense here tonight so far. Seems to be throwing off Loy Norrix just a little bit.
It's clear this press Portage Central's given to Loy Norrix now. It's putting a little bit of pressure on the Lady Knights. Struggling to get the ball up court. And a lot of steals early for the Mustangs so far.
A deep three. Almost rolls in, but won't. Searles saves it again. Mustangs ball. Here comes Wilkes. Gives it to Bumgarner. Bumgarner gives it to Thompson. Thompson to Searles. And that's going to fall for her. Yeah, like you were saying, the Mustangs jumping every pass here in the first quarter. The press seeming to work so far. Let's see if they come out the second quarter just as much energy and just as much good defense. And as we start the second quarter, the Mustangs leading by 6, excuse me. We'll also start with the ball. Griswold back in, the freshman. The Mustangs are going to be looking for her underneath. Good drive there by Searles. Won't fall for her. Loy Norrix going to come down with the ball. Lockett wanted to shoot that one, instead doesn't. Hard take there from Loy Norrix. Too far under the basket, couldn't get that one to the rim. Mustangs are gonna come down with the ball. Searles kicks it to Griswold. Deep two, little short there. Searles comes down with the rebound. And that putback's gonna go for her.
Macy Searles leading all Mustang scores tonight. She's got 7 already with 6:48 to go in the second quarter.
And that's a steal there by Bumgarner. Searles finds Griswold underneath. Searles for 3, and that falls. Searles dominating both sides of the ball, offense and defense, under the basket and from 3-point. Ben, if you're Loy Norrix head coach right now, what are you telling your team?
I think you got to focus on breaking this press. You got to tell them to calm down, get the ball up court. They're having some trouble. The Mustangs are putting a lot of pressure on them. We've seen them put this full court pressure ever since the Riley Stevenson injury. But, with 8 players, I think Loy Norrix can maybe even wear out the Mustangs. You only have 8 players on that bench. Fatigue might be an issue, but I think Mustangs look good so far tonight. They're up 11, 18-7 here, and we'll come back after the timeout.
Loy Norrix is going to start with the ball here out of the timeout. Down 11. Let's see what they can do against this Mustang zone. Few looks inside. Kicks it back out. And a deep 3. Little off there for number 14, Kaylin Lewis. Mustangs come down with it. Griswold stepping through the lane. Little strong there. Loy Norrix comes down with the ball. And another 3 from Lewis. That one's going to be off as well. Loy Norrix comes down with it this time. Mid-range jumper does not fall. Mustang's going to come down with the ball there. Searles with the ball inside to Griswold. Griswold, nice move and a good take there. The freshman showing her dominance. And a deep 2 from Loy Norrix. That one's a little strong. Loy Norrix having great looks here from deep range, just cannot get the shots to fall. Searles layup in and out. She's going to shoot it again, and that one's going to go for her.
Macy Searles, man, she's got 12 points already tonight, leading all Mustang scores, putting on a great first half performance.
And another deep 3 there from Lewis. That one off bank, misses just by a little bit, and the ball's going to slowly roll out of bounds, giving it back to the Mustangs.
Right now, it seems like a lot of these Loy Norrix possessions are really rushed, shooting a lot of 3-pointers, not really open beyond the arc. See if they can work the ball inside more, get some more in the paint looks. A lot coming from the 3-point line right now. They haven't scored in a little bit. Mustangs lead by 15 right now after a strong run.
And there's a start for Loy Norrix with a steal underneath. Here they come down with some speed. And the ball is going to be fumbled out of bounds, giving it right back to the Mustangs. Just like you were talking about, they should have slowed that one down there and found a basket to put some points up on the board. But instead, they rush it, and it goes out of bounds, turning it over. Wilkes back in the game, finds Tate in the corner. And that's going to be a steal for Loy Norrix. One-on-one under the basket. Does a spin move, and a jump ball is going to be called. That ball is going to stay with Loy Norrix. Let's see if they can create a basket here from underneath the hoop. Ball tipped by a few players, ultimately staying with Loy Norrix once again. This time they get it in cleanly. Chloe Thompson thought she was playing good defense, instead is going to be called for a foul, her third personal.
She'll have to take a seat for the rest of the first half, as she's already picked up her third foul with just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely not ideal for her tonight. Loy Norrix, corner three. That's going to be a little short. Almost come down with the rebound, but instead they're going to fumble it, give it right back to the Mustangs. Wilkes in no rush here. Finds King, and that's going to be a turnover. One-on-one under the basket again, and that's a hard foul from Wilkes. Loy Norrix in need of some points here on the board. Let's see if they can make these free throws.
Mustangs foul number 14, Louis Wilkes. First personal, second team foul. Jordan Marquis shooting.
Partee hits the first. The second one good as well. 22-9, the Mustangs lead. 3:20 left in the second quarter. Wilkes gives it to Searles, mid-range jumper, and that's good for her. Norrix breaks the press. Seems to be settling down just a little bit. Deep three, and that's going to be off the back. Will not fall. Mustangs come down with the rebound. Ava Tate tried to give it to Griswold. Instead, he's going to throw it out of bounds.
I think a point of emphasis in the locker room for the Mustangs will probably be to cut down these turnovers. There's been a few bad passes in the first half here. Mustangs probably focus on that in the locker room.
Wanted to shoot the three there. Instead, gives it to Lockett. Lockett back to Thompson. Thompson picks up her dribble. In trouble. Just throws it up, and Ava Tate's going to take that one. Good take there, coast to coast. Basket for Ava Tate. And another turnover by Norrix. They're just throwing the ball here in this press. They look tired. And a deep three will fall for King. And just like that, the lead extends to 20 for the Mustangs. This press definitely working here so far. Number 14, Louis Wilkes, is going to be called on a foul there. That's her second personal. Definitely not ideal for the Mustangs, as she's been a key player in this game so far.
Got to be careful not to pick up that third foul, as Coach Brown's going to leave her in here with the final minute 30 in the first half. Or actually, he's going to pull her. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Up 20, give her a little breather before halftime. Partee takes it, and a foul on Griswold there. That's going to be her first personal. Partee to the line to shoot two. The first one's going to fall for her. 3 for 3 from the line tonight so far. The fourth one's just going to rattle out there for her. King comes down with the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on number 15, Lakia Palmer of Loy Norrix. That's her first. Bumgarner taking the ball up for the Mustangs as Wilkes is taking a breather on the bench. Searles finds King in the corner again. And that one's going to be a little off. Griswold comes down with it. But that's going to be an over the back call. Griswold with her second. Few of the Mustangs' key players starting to get in foul trouble. Definitely not what Coach Brown wants this early in the game. Some confusion here. Looks like it's going to be 5 team fouls on the Mustangs, so that's going to give the Loy Norrix a 1-and-1 for the rest of the second quarter. And the first one's going to bounce in there as the ref calls one of his own timeouts to talk to the scoring table for a minute. They're going to count the basket. One more shot here for Loy Norrix. That one rattles out, and Searles comes down with it. Just under a minute left in this first half. Mustangs with the ball. Bumgarner dribbling around. Finds King. King to Searles. Searles pump fakes. Gives it to King. King's going to bring it back out. Deciding she's in no rush. That's going to be a turnover. Good defense. A few of the Loy Norrix Lady Knights ran into each other, and that's going to be a travel. Definitely one of those silly turnovers Ben was talking about earlier in the game.
See if the Mustangs can score one more time before halftime.
Bumgarner finds Searles. Somehow that one goes in. 3 Lady Knights on her. Finds it to get into the basket. Lead back to 20, 31-11. Deep 3 from Loy Norrix. Off to the right, an air ball. Ava Tate comes down with it. Tate dribbling it. Takes it in herself. Good take, just a little strong. Loy Norrix going to come down with it. Deep 3 as the buzzer sounds. That's going to be the end of the first half. Portage Central leads the Loy Norrix 31-11. we'll see what they come out of half with and see if these Lady Knights can come back with some fire under their butts. We'll be back after the half. Welcome back to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central girls basketball. Currently, the Portage Central Mustangs lead against the Loy Norrix Knights by a score of 31-11.
Your leading scorers of the first half, starting with Portage Central. Macy Searles had 16, Riley King had 3, Olivia Griswold had 4, Ava Tate had 4, and Louis Wilkes had 2. And for Loy Norrix, leading scorer was, Kennedy Lockett with 5.
And an early steal there by Lockett. Foul Wilkes. That's going to be her third. Definitely not how you want to start the second half if you're a Mustang.
Yeah, early third foul for Louis Wilkes with just 8 seconds into the second half there. Finishing up for Loy Norrix on the scoring side, Jordan Partey has 4. And finally, Nia Moncrief with 1 for the Knights.
Partey shooting. Makes the first one. Kate Bumgarner is going to check in for Louis Wilkes. Second one falls for Partey as well. 31-12, the Mustangs lead. Searles with the ball. Gives it to Bumgarner. Tate with the ball. She's going to drive. That's going to be a foul on the floor. Number 5, London Thompson with a push. That's going to be her second personal. Griswold goes up strong, but a block there by Thompson. Good response on defense after that foul. Bumgarner looking for Griswold. Does not complete it to her. That's going to be out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Loy Norrix. The Mustangs coming out in that press that worked so well in the first half for them. And that's another turnover. Travel there, number 14, Kaylin Lewis.
Not the best start for the Mustangs here in the second half, but luckily their defense has been pretty steady.
Griswold with the take. Strong take there. She's going to get the layup to go. Just a freshman showing her dominance underneath, using her height to her abilities. And a steal there by Griswold. That's going to be on the ground. Griswold comes out with it. Finds Searles underneath. Good pump fake and an easy layup there.
Searles up to 18 on the game now. Leads all scorers.
And that's a steal by Searles. Having a great game so far. She's going to take it up herself. Dishes it to Tate. Tate with the deep 2, and that falls.
Still in the second half, this Mustang press is giving the Loy Norrix Lady Knights a lot of trouble. A lot of early turnovers, errant passes. Good take inside.
Yeah, like you were saying, only 1 point in the second half for the Knights so far, as the Mustangs deep pass running up the score, 39-12. And a timeout finally from the Lady Knights. Let's see if they can calm the Mustangs down and get some points up on the board. The Mustangs come out of it still in that press. Loy Norrix struggling to get the ball up. A good find there, and a little strong on that layup. The Mustangs come down with it. Gives it to Tate. Tate wanted to find King inside. Instead, it's going to be tipped. Searle comes down with it. Searles with a rough pass. That's going to be stolen on the floor. Lewis with the three. That one just a little off for her. Struggling to find her shot tonight. King comes down the other way. Coast to coast, a little strong, but Griswold right there for the putback. 41-12, the Mustangs lead, just running up the score right now.
Portage Central clearly doing defend, rebound, run. They're doing that perfectly in the second half.
Yeah, steal there by Searles. Almost turned over. Grabs it back herself. Gives it to Bumgarner. Bumgarner finds King. King looking inside. Instead gives it to Griswold up top. Griswold to Bumgarner. To Tate, wide open. Doesn't shoot the three. Instead takes it in and gets 2 to go. 43-12. 31-point game. 31-point difference here in this game.
Portage Central just putting the hammer down right now on the Loy Norrix Lady Knights. Scoring from all around. You got the freshman, the sophomore, the senior. Everything going the Mustangs' way tonight.
Yeah, great ball movement, getting everyone involved from the Mustangs. Also playing great defense. Lockett takes it. Floater, a little short there as Griswold was there to intimidate. Griswold comes down with it, gives it to Bumgarner. King with the open three, and she hits that one. A few shoes untied. That's going to bring a couple subs in for the Lady Knights, and Thompson in for the Mustangs.
Into the game for the Mustangs, number 20, Chloe Thompson. And for Loy Norrix, number 4, Sierra Freeman. Number 12, Chloe Hicks. And number 15, Latina Amar.
Foul called on number 4. Not sure what for. That's going to give the ball back to the Mustangs. And the Lady Knights showing some type of press here. Mustangs break it pretty easily. Thompson a little strong there. Seemed to be more open than she thought.
Mustangs just not giving the Lady Knights any good looks tonight. Fantastic defense.
Yeah, that 2-3 has been working all night for him. As that's another turnover. Searles taking the ball for herself. A few crossovers. Dishes it to Wilkes. Wilkes going to take it in. Pump fake. Finds Searles. Mid-range. A little short there. Thompson fighting for the rebound. Instead, Lockett for the Lady Knights is going to come out with it. Yeah, this zone has given the Lady Knights a few good open looks. They just can't get their shots to fall tonight. Finally, a mid-range jumper there by Lockett. 46-14, the Mustangs lead. Wilkes finds Thompson, and that's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say one of the Lady Knights tipped that one. It's going to stay with the Mustangs under their own basket as Searles checks out for the Mustangs and Lockett for the Knights. Wilkes finds Thompson inside. And Thompson is that's going to be an offensive foul on Thompson, her 4th. 1:55 left in the third to play. Mustangs lead by 32. Still playing some harsh defense. Deep three by Lewis. And that one's going to fall for her. She's been slinging them all night. That one's going to finally fall for her. Might be a start of a streak for her. Let's see what she can do with that. Jump ball called there. Louis Wilkes going to be tied up. And that's going to give the ball back to the Lady Knights. Deep three, and that one's strong. Griswold's going to come down with it. Finds Tate. Tate a little strong. Partee comes down with it for the Knights. She's going to take it herself, and that layup's going to be off. Bumgarner fumbles it. Lewis for three, and that one hits. Another three, back-to-back threes for Lewis.
Loy Norrix showing a little fight here in the third quarter as we wind down under a minute.
And Lewis steals the ball. Tipped out of bounds, going to stay with the Lady Knights. London Thompson is going to check in for the Knights. As well as King checking in for Bumgarner. Lewis pulls for another three. This time off the front rim, will not fall for her. Tate comes down with the rebound, finds Wilkes. Wilkes to King. King back to Wilkes, wide open three. Off the front of the rim as well for her, that will not fall. The Knights come down with it. And Louis Wilkes sets her feet under the basket. Charge call there. That was a risky move there by Wilkes as she has three already. But it ended up paying out for her in the end. Wilkes finds Tate. Tate's going to take it. And a foul called there. Sending Tate to the line for two. Freeman, her first personal foul. The first one's going to be a little short for Tate there. Second one, nothing but net falls for her. 47-20 the lead to 27. Lewis, deep three. Off the back of the rim there. The Lady Knights shooting lots of threes here, trying to get this lead cut down. That's going to be tipped out of bounds off Wilkes. Going to stay with the Lady Knights. 6 seconds left in this third. Let's see if they can get a last-minute bucket before going into the fourth. Passing it back and forth. Eventually going to be shot by number 5, London Thompson. And that's going to be short for her. End of the third. Portage Central leads 47-20. We'll be back at the start of the fourth quarter. Wilkes back in the game for the Mustangs. She's going to give it to King. King finds Thompson. Thompson back to Wilkes. Griswold open underneath. Fumbles it out of bounds. Giving it back to the Lady Knights. And a deep three there by Thompson will not fall. Searles comes down with the rebound. Finds Wilkes. Wilkes to King. And the same play is going to be run. This time the Knights are ready for it. Gives it to Searles instead. She's going to take it in. That's going to be a foul on the floor. 12, Chloe Hanks, her first personal. First team foul. Wilkes finds an open King. King gonna pull it out. Almost stolen. Wilkes falling out of bounds. That's gonna be called for a push. Number 4, Sierra Freeman. Her third personal tonight. And a good steal there by Thompson. Tries to keep it in. Tiptoeing out of bounds. They're going to call it out of bounds. The Mustangs will continue with the ball. Number 20, Jordan Partee is going to check in for the Knights. King taking the ball for the Mustangs. Louis takes it, wide open lane. Little strong there. Searles with the putback, continuing to do what she does best. Those putback layups, bringing her to 20 on the night. Lewis looks inside. Partee for the deep 2. That's going to fall for her. And the Loy Norrix coming out in a press here. Down 27. Loy Norrix showing no backing down here on defense. That's going to be a turnover on the Mustangs. Coach Brown, the Mustangs coach, not happy about that one. The refs are not going to change their mind. And a travel is going to be called. Was trying to get to the basket somehow. Took too many steps. Going to give the ball back to the Mustangs.
Both teams still playing hard here as we wind down the halfway point of the fourth quarter, excuse me.
Thompson with a good take. That's going to be 4 for her on the night. Partee, another deep 2. That one's off the back of the rim. Loy Norrix comes down with the rebound. Another missed putback. These missed putbacks are not good for Loy Norrix. They've had a few good looks under the basket, and they can just not finish under there. Here's Griswold on the other end. That one's going to fall for her. 31-point difference now between the Mustangs and the Loy Norrix.
Olivia Griswold is going to be a great player for the Mustangs for years to come. She's already got 10 as a freshman tonight. Really impressive game against Loy Norrix.
Good D there by King. Searles is going to come down with that tip. Searles finds Thompson. Thompson taking it in. Little strong. Griswold with the rebound. King open 3. A little too open. Mustang struggling to get the ball in the basket there. A few good looks. Loy Norrix is going to come out with it instead. Thompson with the ball. Being guarded by two Mustangs, Griswold and Wilkes. Finds a way out. Floater a little short there. That's going to be an air ball out of bounds.
You can tell this Mustang defense is starting to wear down the Lady Knights. Starting with only 9 players on your team to begin with, you know, that fatigue's going to kick in eventually, and I think we're seeing that here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, let alone being down 31. That's hard enough as it is. They've been running all night out there. As Griswold scores the easy layup there. 12 points from the freshman with 4 minutes left in this fourth. Here's Thompson with the ball. Finds Partry. Deep two. That one's off the back of the rim as well. If she took a few steps back on all these deep twos, they would be good. They're on the mark, just a little strong. The Mustang's going to pass it out of bounds. Lindsay Lambricks checks in the game. Loy Norrix passing the ball around. Partry finds Lockett. Lockett back to Partry. And a longer offensive drive here for the Lady Knights. Finally a shot goes up. King is going to come down with that one. Coming down the other way. The Mustangs showing no sign of slowing this game down. Ava Tay open underneath, calling for the ball. Won't get it. Instead, he's going to be swung to the other side. This time, Tate will get it. Open three. And that's a little strong there. Thompson's going to come down with it for Loy Norrix. And Lockett's going to bring the ball up. Loy Norrix passing the ball around once again. Trying to find the shot they want. Quick jumper there. Little strong off the backboard. Bumgarner's going to come down with it. Good defense there by Loy Norrix. Jump ball is going to be called. It's going to give the ball back to Norrix late in this fourth. 2:12 to go. Mustangs lead 55-22. It's actually going to be Mustangs ball. Likia Palmer checks in for Loy Norrix. Bumgarner wide open. She's going to drive and dish it to Lambricks. She misses off to the left. Out of bounds. Lady Knights ball.
Mustangs find themselves with probably the largest lead of the game right now, 55-22. They're up 33 right now with just under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Good take there by Partry. Bumgarner dribbles it off her foot, turning it back over to the Lady Knights. And a good take there by King. She's going to get the basket to go late in this fourth. 1:20 left to go. Mustangs lead by 33. Still playing some good defense, and that's a turnover. Jump ball is going to be called. It's going to stay with Loy Norrix. A deep three off the right side of the rim. Ava Tate's going to come down with it. She's looking to go coast to coast. Instead, pulls it out. Finds Bumgarner. Pull-up jumper. A little short there for her. Norrix is going to come down with the ball. Here's Lockett. She drives. Deep floater. Foul is going to be called.
Mustangs foul number 12,
12, Riley King. Going to be called on that one. That's her first personal tonight. Not too big of a deal with 50 seconds left in this game. Lockett's first one rolls in for her. Kaylin Lewis, a late check-in for the Loy Norrix Knights. Second one short for Lockett. Thompson's going to come down with it and kick it out to Bumgarner. Bumgarner gives it to King. The Mustangs going to look to dribble the clock out here. Loy Norrix still playing some defense. The Mustangs passing the ball around. Finds Lambricks inside. Tries a fadeaway. Said's going to be tipped. Firing for the ball. Finds Thompson. Deep two. Off the right side of the rim. Knights with just under 10 seconds to go. Searching for a late basket. That three is off the mark. Out of bounds off the Mustangs. 6 seconds left to go. Loy Norrix, one more possession here. A deep three. That one's off the front of the rim. Thompson going to come down with that one. And as the buzzer rings, the Mustangs will win 57-25 and remain undefeated here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to this exclusive coverage of Mustangs girls basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel powered by PCTV. Portage Central's girls basketball hits the road to take on Battle Creek Lakeview this Thursday. For me and my partner Ben Sonday, I'm Owen Musialczyk signing off.